Welcome back, Stassis23 here, back again with some knife therapy, and today I have for you some interesting knives that may have not have seen a review on the channel, but I thought they definitely needed some airtime. And let's get started. First up, we have the Best Edc Knives Exploit. This is a design collaboration with Todd Knife and Tool, and they've done several so far, and I've got a bunch of them. I got the Malware, excellent knife as well. Also have the Todd Knife and Tool Best Edc Shodan, another awesome design from them. And they also ventured out with WE Knives. This is the Roxy 3 prototype. The review of this one's coming soon. But today we talk about the Exploit. It's just a nice, robust design. S35V in steel, nice drop point, like spearish, very pokey blade shape there, nice satin finish. Got these dual fullers, good thumb ramp right here to make it comfortable. You can even choke up on it. Nice high flat grind, makes it nice and slicey. Good performer out of the S35V in steel. You also have a nice, if you fidget friendly knife, if you like that. You have the thumb hole deployer. You can spidey flick that thumb hole. You can also use the fuller to spidey flick it if you want. And you can see the tang protrudes right here. You can also front flip it very easily and comfortably. I just like the overall design. You can tell a Todd Knife and Tool knife because of the futuristic look to it, and I like that. I like the stylized pivot right here, strong frame locks insert, and you have a lock bar stabilizer, which the insert, the stabilizer keeps the frame from going in that direction and from you overextending it, so you can't push this frame further than you should be able to. Easy lock access with those chamfers on here. It is tip up right hand carry only. Sorry about that, lefties, but it does clear the design up on this side, like the holes, those chamfers. Just an overall a nice looking knife and a very smooth action, riding on ceramic bearings and a ceramic detent. There's not a whole lot that I don't like about it. Of course, you know, some of these angles on here with some, heavier duty cutting can be uncomfortable, but your day-to-day EDC chores should not be a problem whatsoever. Only other thing that I don't love, and it's just my preference, is I don't like when the edge termination comes all the way to the back, because it just makes it a little bit more difficult for me to sharpen on my fixed angled system. But sometimes I can get right up in there. I like the fact that they did bring it all the way to the back, but it's easy for me to cut a little sharpening notch in there if I would like. So not the biggest deal in the world. Overall, really nice design. I think you can still pick these up. I think they're $238 for this particular variation. Cool knife. Next up, we have the Alliance Design Chisel. I do have some cheaper knives coming up, so stay tuned. The Chisel was a Jeremy Marsh collaboration. There's his maker mark right there. I thought it was an attractive design. You have a nice thinly ground, I think that's a hollow on here. It slices very well. You do have a crown spine up here. I love that. It just gives it a nice classy look. And very smooth action. This is on bearings, and the action's what kind of sold me. I love thumb stud deployers, and that smooth action just makes it oh so nice. You can spotty flick it. It also has contoured carbon fiber overlays that are nice, no voids at all. I think the OEM on this was Riot, but I'm not certain on that, so don't hold me to that. You have a nice G10 backspacer that's 3D milled. Gives you that nice little diamond point right there. Nice overall aesthetic. Blade centering is good. Blade steel on this one was M390. And the things that I didn't like about the knife are it's only tipped down. But I will say that that helps fill the hand out a little bit. The ergos are good. I enjoyed cutting with it, or I have been enjoyed cutting with it. Pretty much, you know, the saber, the hammer, and this pull grip right here, all comfortable grips. The way that the handle slopes down like that, gets skinnier right here. It really fills out the way the hand wants to hold on to it. But like I said, the pocket clip tip down only, something that I don't love. I prefer tip up. It's only right hand carry only. And I wish they would have put the lock. I mean, this is very nitpick, but I wish they would have put the lock cutout on the inside like that, just because it would have been cleaner underneath that carbon fiber, not hurting anything, just a nitpick, like I said. But overall, I like the knife. It's an excellent performer, and I think it's an attractive knife as well. This is Alliance Design Chisel, and this knife came in at $340. Yes, it is an expensive knife, but I find it is a quality knife. Next up is a good bit cheaper, and this is somewhat of a knife. This is the EDC Designs Tyrant. You can get these on Amazon. This is a titanium frame lock razor knife right here. And what's awesome about this is you can get this knife for $60. They make small batches. They were in stock whenever I was doing this video. And they have improved this design. This is the version 1. The version 2 has some nice upgrades to it. What I like about it is it's got excellent action. This is on ceramic. I mean, this is on bearings. Very nice action right there, and I just like the way it looks. You know, I know that my Milwaukee Fastback, I love that one too, and it's a lot cheaper than this, but I love me some titanium. Love the fact that I can flip it out one-handed, and you can also you can do a quick change on that blade by pushing this top piece in that direction. Let's see if I can show you that. Let's see. Push it over like that, because this is like a little leaf right here. When you push it over, then you can pull the blade out and change it. There's the design right here. It didn't come with this pop clip. The V1 came with just it wasn't a deep carry clip. It was just a bent stainless clip. That's something I didn't like too much, so I found a clip that fit it. They have upgraded the clip to a deep carry pocket clip, and it looks a little nicer as well. Also on the upgrade, you will see, if you can look in here, you see there's no internal milling. On the upgraded V2, they have internal milling pockets to make it a little bit lighter. This is not heavy by any means, but if you want to make it a little lighter, you can. You can't choke up on this. It's just nice. They also changed the backspacer to make it more of like a pry backspacer. Not something I really care about, but that's something else that's changed on the V2. Easy access to that lock bar. Just a nice little, you know, box cutter. So have you, I use it for, you know, when I'm opening packages a lot with the tape, and I don't feel like cleaning off that gunk, because it's hard to get that gunk off sometimes. You can easily change this razor blade out, and you can get 100 Craftsman blades for $10. So I mean, it's a easy purchase in my decision. And I like it a whole lot. That's EDC Designs Tyrant. There you go, EDC Designs Tyrant. All right, another budget offering. We have the San Remo or SRM model 7228. This knife comes in at $42. It has a nice slicey D2 blade. You got that high flat grind that comes down to a decently thin edge right there. And it does perform pretty nicely. It's a nice broad blade, satin finish on here. There's your model number right there, D2 steel marking right there. And it is a thumb disc deployer. I do like the fact that this is a completely ambidextrous knife, meaning that you can get to that thumb disc on both sides. It has an axis style lock, so you can actuate it with both hands. And The deep carry pocket clip is reversible to both sides. Now this is a smaller knife. Let's see if I have anything for size comparison, anything small. Here is a Benchmade Mini 940. So it's about the same size as the Benchmade Mini 940. 940 is a little bit longer in blade, but pretty darn close. Or let's see, the Mini Bug Out. These are just the ones I have near me. The Mini Bug Out. These two are pretty much identical in length. So kind of has that Mini Bug Out look to it a little bit. Ergos are fairly comfortable. My medium-sized hands, I can get a full 4-finger grip on there. It is just flat G10 scales. They are peel ply, but they don't have a whole lot of texture to them. And the knife is pretty lightweight. The action's pretty smooth. I can flip it out like that if I would like. Overall, like I said, it's a good performer, and it's an easy knife to carry with that full deep carry clip. Now, talking about that's one of my nitpicks is there's not a whole lot of space underneath that clip. So if you have thicker pants, it might be harder to pull it in and out of the pocket. Also, I'm not the biggest fan of thumb disc, even though this one works nicely. It just gets uncomfortable for my hands, over a period of time. Also, I don't like the two-tone color on this, and it kind of looks like it was black G10, almost like they dyed it. You can kind of see the black underneath it, unless this is like a real thin layer right here. If it was two-toned, dual layered, I don't know how they did it, but I just don't like the way it looks that much as far as color goes, but I could always dye it if I wanted to. But for the $42 price point, $42 price point, I think it's a pretty solid knife to have and to put in the collection if you're looking for a nice, solid budget offering that performs nicely. No play up or down, left or right on my particular knife. That is a Sanram Mu 7228. Next up, we have one coming from Spyderco, and that is the Spyderco Rock Lobster. This is a Blade HQ exclusive. Currently, they're unavailable, but they may do another one of these later down the road. Who knows? The Rock Lobster was a Jens Anzo collaboration. This is a very a good bit older design that they brought back in an exclusive form. These came in at $229, and with the exclusive, they changed blade steel to M4, and then you get this JG10. I love M4, and I always wanted to check this knife out. Back in the day, it was, I don't know if it was popular, but I saw it on a lot of people's channels back in the day when I watched this, and like 7 years ago or so. And whenever it went away, I always wondered how it was. Well, I like the blade shape. It's a nice slicey full flat grind. M4 steel, love it. You do have to keep this the steel maintained, because it's not a stainless steel. It will patina on you easily, and it can rust on you easily if you don't pay attention to it. There's the Anzo logo right there. These are made in Seki City, Japan. I love the fact that they actually have a sharpening notch cut in on this from the factory. You don't see that often on Spyderco's. Must have been something that Anzo asked for. Nice right there. You can choke up on this flat spot if you want, but I don't think that's what it's intended for. I could be wrong there. No jimping up top. You don't need it. Easy access to that lock bar. Easy access to that Spidey flick hole, thumb hole, and the action is nice and smooth on my particular knife, riding on phosphor bronze washers. You have peel plied G10 texture on here, and it's nice and grippy, but it's not overly aggressive. You have tip up or down, right hand only, pocket clip. You do have a lanyard hole in the back if you like that. Now, the knife itself, the cons. The ergos for my particular medium-sized hands are absolutely terrible. This deep area kind of forces you, and I guess if I wanted to hold it, no matter which way I hold it, being that this is so wide, I can't make a comfortable grip. Even if I hold it like back here, which I don't know why you'd want to hold a knife right here because you're so far from the cutting edge. For me, the ergos are just bad. Also, I think the pocket clip is pretty hideous, and a good bit of the knife sticks out of the pocket. I mean, look at that. But that's not hurting the functionality of the blade. But for me, the ergos are where it kind of fell short for me. So this would be a pass for me any other time.